Don't need a mask. The mask is about compliance because they know Canadians like to do what they're told. So they tell you have to wear a mask. Next, they're going to tell you have to contact trace. Then they're going to tell you have to take the vaccine. And because Canadians like to do what they're told, they're hoping that everyone just complies. And then guess what, kids? Once you take your vaccine, like a dumb person that doesn't know any better, they're going to tell you, sorry, the vaccine isn't as effective as we thought it was going to be. So now you still got to wear your mask, still got to get contact trace, still have all the restrictions and social distancing, and still take your vaccine. And then what did you get out of all of this? You got a whole year where you weren't allowed to travel, your business was closed, they took your rights and freedoms, they forced a vaccine on you, and what happened? The same amount of people died, everything is the exact same, and now they're going to put you back on lockdown and bring it all the way till July of next year so they can do the same thing again. Bring you from July, August, and September, getting you off lockdown, but just to bring you back on lockdown again. If you idiots haven't figured it out yet, it's a perpetual cycle that you never get out of. And it's a way to take your rights, your freedoms, close your business, take your wealth. Why? So you become dependent on government. Why? If you're independent, the government works for you like it's supposed to. If you depend on the government to give you a paycheck to feed your family every month because they closed your business on you, now the government doesn't work for you, the government rules you. So instead of a middle class, we have the government, upper class, and the lower class dependents that rely on the government to survive. In other words, we have a slave class. And that's what they're trying to do. It's that simple.
All right, thanks a lot, Chris.
They are using nothing but fear and intimidation. That's what this whole COVID pandemic is about. First, they want you to be scared of a virus that's not dangerous. Then they want you to be so scared that you wear a mask, even two masks. Now they want you to be scared to travel. Why don't they want you to travel? Because they want you to think everywhere is like Canada, where everyone's afraid, everyone's wearing a mask, everyone's closing their business. I was just in Turkey. I went to the Grand Bazaar. I went to the mosque. I went everywhere mask free. No problem. No Uber asked me to wear a mask. No person in the store asked me to wear a mask. Over there, they realize that it's bullshit. If you go to a place like Mexico, people are partying. People are having a good time. This is the real reason they do not want Canadians to travel. Because if you travel to other places and see that COVID's not a big deal, you bring that knowledge back to Canada. And they want Canadians isolated. They want Canadians terrified. And they want Canadians doing exactly what they're told against their own best interests. Because the more you can get someone to do something that they know is not right, every time you do that to them, you've taken more and more of their self-respect, and you've made it more and more easy to manipulate them. If you look at the total deaths from all causes in 2020, it's the same number of people died, including old people, that died in 2019, 2018. If you have a pandemic, you're going to see a spike in deaths. You're going to see 2020, 300,000 more people died than normal. No, that didn't happen. Why? Because more people are not dying. They're just calling other causes of death COVID deaths. If you die of heart attack, they call it a COVID death. You die of stroke, they call it a COVID death. You die of flu, they call it a COVID death. There has not been one flu death since 2020. How is that even possible? Why? Because they're lying to you. It's that simple, people. When something doesn't make sense, it's because they are lying to you. 97% of all COVID deaths were people 60 plus. 60 plus. In the age bracket of 0 to 59, there have been less than 300 COVID deaths in all of Canada. Let's say that again. Less than 300 COVID deaths for anybody under age 60 in Canada. Does that sound like a pandemic to you?